Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated, and of course appreciated. So, BBC Africa had finally exposed themselves that they are not for Africa at all. Because at this time where the whole of Africa is happy with the change, at this time where the whole of the continent, the whole of the motherland, everybody's happy with the wind of change and the recent happenings, everybody's is up and doing, everybody's on their feet to protect Ibrahim Traore and the interests of the Sahel. We have the so-called BBC Africa against Burkina Faso, against Ibrahim Traore. So what are you telling me? Are you sure that BBC is Africa BBC? Or is Europe and America BBC? Because we don't understand. They say it's BBC Africa. You can't be BBC Africa. You can't be BBC Africa. So it's on the news that BBC Africa had accused Ibrahim Traore of unaliving, BBC African Human Rights Watch, something like that, accused Ibrahim Traore of unaliving over 100 civilians. But come on. You see, there's one thing with mainstream media and propaganda. They know that they have the power. Whatever they say, people believe them. But this time around, the thing has hooked them more. It has hooked to BBC Africa. Now, African youth are saying, we are going to your page and we are bringing it down. Because you're spreading information that is not true. At this point, I don't know what else Europe and America will do. Like, they are stooping to every level. They are getting to every level, every dirty level, playing every dirty game. You see, it's not going to work. Ibrahim will not be taken out until his time is up. His time, when I say his time, okay, of existence, when he has done what he came to this physical plane to do. There's nothing you do to Ibrahim. There's no scheming, whatever. You are just going to be a laughing stock if you keep fighting Ibrahim Traore. Yeah? Europe and America, you will be a laughing stock to the world. You have world power on your shoulder and you are trying to mess it up. People will not respect your words anymore because of Ibrahim Traore. Because you are stooping so low, so low, and it's shameful at this point. Okay? Now, there were some recent happenings that I just want to brief you about. Some of you might have heard, some may not have heard. And these are informations you will not easily get. This is information BBC will not carry. This BBC that claim that they are BBC Africa, they won't carry this kind of information. All the mainstream media will not carry this information. No? Okay, so while Ibrahim Traore was in Russia, remember, while he was in Russia for the victory parade, something happened in Burkina Faso. They knew that Ibrahim was going to Russia. And remember, Putin had already prepared. He knew that these people, they can't be trusted. He understand their game. So he had sent his fighter jets and plane to come pick Ibrahim from Ouagadougou down to Russia for protection, because he know they can do anything. They can do anything. Now, these people were also prepared to destroy Burkina Faso before Ibrahim returns from Russia. This is the kind of dirty tricks that these people are involved in. Sometimes I feel ashamed for them. I don't know if they're ashamed of what they're doing at all. So, according to reports, over 1,000 terrorists were sent into Burkina Faso to go destroy. You see them on bikes. They came in on bikes to just come in, cause havoc, destroy, like serious havoc in Burkina Faso. And they never knew that Ibrahim Traore was 10 steps ahead of them. He is aware that this one, they have been targeting me. When they hear that I'm out of town for 2-3 days, they will act. So Ibrahim was prepared. Recently, Ibrahim got some equipment from China and North Korea. When I say equipment, fighting equipment, war equipment from China and North Korea. These drones that they use for, he got them already, and that was what they used to destabilize these people. Like, they were in trauma. They were traumatized. These terrorists were traumatized. When you see the clip, I'm going to leave a clip of how they were running in the desert. well, before forest rather, they were running in the forest up and down. They never expect, they never expect that anything was going to happen to them. And their puppeteer that gave them, their leader that gave them all this sophisticated ammunition to come destroy, was not even, that didn't cross their mind that Ibrahim might have prepared beforehand. So they came in, and the way they came in, information reached Ibrahim Traore, and he said, okay, no problem, do not engage. Something is going to happen. And immediately, those drones went up and started finishing them left, right, like they were so confused. They were confused, some were running on their foot, some were on the bikes, trying to, goodness me. That's exactly happened in Burkina Faso after Ibrahim went for that victory parade. And 2 days after that, 2, 3 days after that, BBC Africa brought this up, that Ibrahim Traore government is unalived over a hundred and what have you, a number of civilians. So what are they trying to say? Okay, America come, American army come. Oh, Ibrahim Traore is unaliving civilians, so come and help them so that they can fish their head inside again and then begin to destroy and steal resources from Burkina Faso. All right. I want you to listen to this. It may sound funny, but if you do not understand, I will elaborate later. But this is exactly what happened.
If you not fear this man, if you not fear this man, I go fear you. You believe that this man received call from his army that over 1,000 bandits don't enter, terrorists don't enter a country. You understand? The only thing when Baba asked the army, when he called her, the army general, when he called her, they say, how many of them? The army tell her, say, there are over 1,000. The army asked Baba, asked this man, say, should we engage? Baba tell army, say, no, don't worry. God. This man. He said, don't worry. The army shocked, like, how? We should engage because this man, these people, they will finish the entire country if we don't. He said, don't worry. As immediately Baba, they dropped that call like this. Baba used the right hand, collect the second four, call the Navy. Tell Navy, may they bring 3 drones. This will not be 3 aircraft, war aircraft or stuff like that. 3 drones, not those, normal drone. Now they take the video. They fly drones ahead. 3 drones. One of those drones are from the Chinese drones. That one is white. Then the second ones are the North Korea drones. Those ones, they are black. Immediately, those drones, take to this one. They tell you, so you don't take 1 minute. More technology now. Technology. Immediately, those drones fly, come like this, come presidential villa. The Chinese drone too fine. You understand? They call her the king of beauty. You understand? The white one. They took that white one far to the sky. Why the North Korea, the king of wickedness, North Korea drones? You know what? The 3 drones they fly. This is how they were going. The black drones came like this to this level. Why the Chinese drone came on top and went through the sky, suspended in the sky? Oh God! Those 2 black drones, they form a V shape when they get to where those terrorists are. They form V shape. You understand? So they fire like this. If they fire the fire like this, once the bullet hit the ground like this, you go yeah, brrr. Those terrorists, they were mentally incapacitated. The job of those black drones was to make sure that to push all the terrorists from the community, from the town, into the forest. You understand? So all the terrorists were mentally incapacitated. They all ran into the forest thinking that they have escaped. That is when the white drones, oh God, descended. Descended and suspended. You understand? What we are hearing was see that white drone was taking those terrorists like it was just taking them like they are beans. There's no way you can run. There's no way you can. No matter is this old drone, this old drone were controlled by this man at the comfort of his office. Where he's seated, he's watching everything. It's like television. There's something that they did. There's a truck that was this particular truck. They left this truck. You understand? to be escaping while they were kind of like picking up every other ones, you understand? So this particular truck, they left it so that let him just be going, be going. The driver of this truck is is mentally insane because he was driving like a mad living dog. But you cannot run above the sky level, you understand? So they left it. So after they have finished every single terrorist they faced that particular truck, they just went on top. You know what they did? They fired the bonnet. They could have just finished everybody in this thing, but they fired the bonnet of that truck, bah, and everything busted. The man that was driving it came down, that terrorist, and he was running. That was when I know that this man is wicked. You know what he did? He first of all shot his leg, pa. Omo, they fire a leg, pa. You understand? Babasi they run. You understand? They fire a hand, pa.
How can you want to impose democracy by killing millions of people? That's dictatorship. That's not democracy. It can't be imposed.
Your Majesties, that it is very hilarious, but it's trying to give people the picture of exactly what happened and how these terrorists were taken out. Okay, and then later on, after identifying the bodies, they discovered that majority of them were coming from Ivory Coast. See, Ivory Coast, Alassane Ouattara. I don't know what is wrong with the president of Ivory Coast. And everything is pointing to him from the last assassination attempt on the life of Ibrahim Traore. Every finger is pointing towards Ivory Coast, and he's still not giving up. I don't know what he has accepted from France. So I don't know what Ouattara has accepted from France. I don't know what he has accepted from America. I don't know the promise they have given to him that he is bent on destroying Burkina Faso for the Europeans and the Americans. I don't know. So majority of these people are from Ivory Coast. It's unfortunate that we are killing ourselves for the enemy. It's unfortunate that we as Africans are taking each other out for the enemy. If Africa was so poor, so wretched, there's nothing good in Africa. We are so, barbaric and what have you. These Europeans will not have anything to do with us. If we are so poor, we don't have anything good, they would not come here. They are here because they know that something is here. And that's why even when you pursue them, they don't want to go. They will not leave because they know that they have been living on us. They developed their nations from us. And that's why African countries are in the state African countries is today. Because they come take our resources, go develop their nation. And they make you feel like there's nothing good that you have. It is unfortunate, Your Majesties. And after this whole scenario, after this whole thing happened, trying to, destabilize Burkina Faso and it didn't work, they came up with this whole idea, pushing BBC to come and give this report. The military government had unalived over 100 civilians, which is not true. Ibrahim Traore would do anything to protect the life of his citizens, even if it's one person. He has said it. The life of his citizens are important to him. There is no way Ibrahim would unalive civilians. But for those who are not aware, who do not know, the moment they see news like this, they might flare up. So why should BBC Africa be in charge of information like this that is not true? They are aware that it's not true. See, they are looking for everything to just soil the name of Ibrahim and then destabilize the nation. But that is not going to work. Like I told you from the beginning, a lot of African youths are ready at this point, and they say they're going to bring the account of BBC Africa down because they are passing information that are not, this is propaganda. They will take down the account. They are ready for that. Ibrahim Traore is a wind of change that you can't keep up with. It's not like before. This is different. Ibrahim Traore will make the youth. Okay, I don't know. There's a word I'm looking for. It's going to make the youth that capacity that the African youth have, that they never knew they have it. For the sake of Ibrahim, they will realize it. That power, that capacity that African youths have, but didn't realize it up until this time. Because of Ibrahim Traore, they will realize it. Because Europe and America will push African youth to the point where they will realize that they have such power. And they will use that power. and it's not going to be funny. What do you think about the whole situation? Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always your majesties. Bye for now.